Okay, gang, this is a bike I hate to lose. It's about a 1986 Elf Junior Cruiser, or Mini Cruiser, whatever you like to say. It's super well equipped. It's about the coolest bike I've ever owned. The thing is the last time I could ride a bike like this, I was probably in the 5th grade. Maybe actually 4th if I think about it. So you got your, and one other thing I'll say is that this is a Survivor. I changed the seat because I didn't like the little snubby nosed Uni Mini seat. So I got this nice white Uni Turbo on there. And I changed the tires. I have the original grips. I did put new Amy grips on there just to avoid messing up the original ones. And I think I have the original tires, but they're actually nothing special, probably from the 90s or so. I got this thing from an elder guy. I got it about 10 years ago. And the guy was probably about, he said 67 years old, and said that he raced this in the 90s when he was in his 40s, because he said he weighed 125 pounds sopping wet. So I kept it for my kids, and they took it around the block once or twice and thought it was really cool, went really fast, and said, now give me back my 20. I always thought it was super cool, so I just kept it. Some of the things it's got going on here. Nice chrome Diacomp brake lever, Tech 3. You got your CW aluminum mini cruiser bars. They are super wide. I'm sure you can see it. I guess 29 inches or so. I can measure it. It's got a DK stem, but I want to say they're called these Super Pro or something like that, because it's got an aluminum quill, and it's in really nice shape, as you can see. Even the original hardware there, it looks good. I don't think they've been painted or anything like that. I don't recall that. Something like a Gallo, El Galli or something like that headset. That top nut looks chrome instead of aluminum, so I must have changed that, or it wasn't on there or something. I don't remember. For the wheels, we've got Gen 1 GT chrome hollow axle hubs that are in beautiful condition, both the front and rear. Got a Rhea 7C, although I don't see the little bumps. They're a Rhea 7C 24 by 1 3/8 inch. Primo V-Track tires, 1 3/8 inch. This frame color, although I like it a lot, it's not original frame color. It was originally that sort of lime green color underneath. And the original owner or somebody painted it this nice cobalt blue. I actually like the blue better, but it is not original. There are some little nicks and stuff like that on there, you can see. I've been able to touch it up before with cobalt paint, actually spray paint that I just sprayed in a little cup and then dabbed it on some nicks on here. So I see some more down there. So we got the Bullseye cranks. These are Gen 1, and these are the real deal. I know that they make Bullseye remakes these days. When I got this bike, and you'll see it in the picture, the right arm and left arm were not lined up. And that was actually a problem with Bullseye cranks. They made a lot of crank arms that were a half a spline off. So I had to send this to Chip at C4, and he had the proper left arm to match it. So I got rid of the crooked one and got this one on there. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to get that. They're 1/78 or 77, but I believe 78 is the right number. And they're super cool. They're in great condition. No scratching or anything like that on there. You got your Pro Neck chain ring there, and it is 39 tooth Redline Flight style. These pedals are obviously Suntour XC2s, the ones that are braceless that came out later. They're in really good condition. And what this guy told me is that he didn't grease the bearings. He washed all the grease out of them and put oil in there instead. And he told me that after every race, he would take the dust cap off and put oil in there, and they spin great. The They're also nice and tight. There's no real wobbling around or anything like that in them. I mentioned the Uni Turbo. Got your, who made those? Odyssey. Nice and clean. Looks brand new. That's a MX-1000, also looking brand new. And the chain is going to be a Seda Sport or something like that. I can't remember if I can be able to tell by the pictures here. But it's a narrow chain. Chrome Shimano 333 freewheel. Once again, the back hub, matching hub, is beautiful. And the Araya 7C Rem Primo V-Track. You'll get this Uni Turbo cover. Looks good on it. And you'll get some Amy bubble fonts that were on this. They're not double bubble, they're single. And I can't remember which one is more important, but either way, they're single. And that's pretty much it. Super rad bike. I really hope I don't have to part this thing. I'm gonna give it some time to see, but I would say the odds are slim, because all of us old dudes want something we can ride now, not something we could ride 40 years ago. So, like I said, awesome bike.